A lot of us lose with money, guys, because we feel powerless. We feel hopeless when it comes to money. And we let money boss us around instead of us bossing the money around. Guys, do you think it's possible or impossible to get out of consumer debt? Do you think it's possible to be 100% totally debt-free? Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 steps that I use to help me finally get out of debt and reach debt freedom and pay off nearly $100,000 in debt. Now, the 5th and 6th reasons are probably the most critical and most crucial. So please stay tuned for those 2 because you need them. They're very important. Now, the very first step that helped me finally get out of debt and reach debt freedom was that I had to first, before I did anything else, I had to assess how much debt I had. I had to go through the numbers and know exactly what I was looking at, exactly what was on the liability side of my net worth equation. In order to get out of debt, before I did anything, I had to know what debt I had. So I had to take stock of all my liabilities in total. I had to know it, I had to see it in order to fix it. What were the debt balances? What was the amount of the interest that needed to be paid on each one of those debts, if any? So step 1 was take inventory of my debt. Now, what was step 2? Step 2 was this. Once I knew all of my debts, the balances, the interest that was owed, etc., then I had to make a determination and a resolution to never go back into debt. That was a mental thing, guys, but it was super important. And a lot of it is really about the story you tell yourself about debt. So for me, I told myself debt is bad. I didn't look at debt and say, oh, there's some wonderful debt and there's some horrible debt. I said all debt was bad. That's what I said to myself. And debt on things that are going down in value was even worse. Right? Debt on anything that's depreciating is the worst type of debt of all time. So debt is bad and debt on depreciating things is the worst. That thought and that mentality is what really kept me from going back into debt. See, I needed a reason not to go back into debt. So I told myself that story about debt and it helped me stay away from it. Now, I understand that some debt is leverage, right? If it's on something that's going up in value and can help you make more money, totally get it. But my story was that the borrower was slave to the lender. And I didn't want to be in that position of bondage from going back into more debt while I was trying to get out of debt. Trust me, it's really easy to just go back in debt. Very, very easy. And it's easy to justify going back into debt, right? It's easy to say, hey, debt is okay. It's no big deal. Everybody uses debt and has debt, right? It's easy to do that. So I had to intentionally say no to any new debt. For me, that meant cutting up my credit cards. And for me, it also meant to pay for all of my cars that I was going to get in cash and not be suckered into this 0% financing and 90 days same as cash. None of that. I wasn't hearing it. That's the story I was telling myself to keep me out of going back into more debt. And this one was all about discipline. I just had to be ultra focused and super serious about not going back into debt. Hey guys, if you're getting value out of this video, do me a favor and share this video with your friends, your family, and your network of good people. Also, don't forget to smash the like button below for me. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. Now, let's get back to the video. Now, the third step was I had to get accustomed to doing a zero-based budget every single month and throwing any extra cushion that I had every month towards paying off debt. Now, a zero-based budget is just a budget that assigns a job to every single dollar so that you spend all of your money on paper first before you even see the money. It's already spent on paper down to zero. The zero-based budget was coined and really started back in the 1970s, and it really applied first to businesses as a way for businesses to justify all of their expenses every new budgeting period. That's how a zero-based budget was created. So for me, with a zero-based budget, I wanted all of my income minus my expenses every single month to equal zero. Now, when I did that, I began seeing a cushion of money take place and form. And that cushion of money every month really had nowhere to go, nowhere to be assigned. So I wanted to assign that to my debt, right? That was the money that I used to start attacking the debt in step 4, in the next step coming up. So a zero-based budget, it really forced me to tell every single dollar what to do. That gave me power over my money, and it gave me a real sense of control over my personal finances. See, a lot of us lose with money, guys, because we feel powerless. We feel hopeless when it comes to money. And we let money boss us around instead of us bossing the money around. So when I started and adopted the zero-based budget, guess what? I stopped feeling so stressed out about money. I stopped feeling so overwhelmed with money because now I was in control. The zero-based budget was powerful. Now, when you do that zero-based budget and you have that cushion left over, you take that cushion and move it up to the top of the budget. So you pay it every single month like a bill. It's a part of your budget, that extra cushion. Again, that's going to help you achieve the zero-based budget. Now, let's go to number 4. The 4th step to debt freedom was the debt snowball plan. I had to create an actual written plan on paper that actually allowed me to see what it would be like if I went through the whole steps of actually trying to get out of debt using that cushion. And so a debt snowball is what I did. A debt snowball basically lists all of your debts from smallest to largest. And you pay your minimal amounts on each one of those debts, and then you take that cushion of money every single month and you apply it to the first one. So you pay your minimal balance plus the cushion until you pay that first debt off. Then you take all of that money plus the minimum that you pay every month on the second debt, and you put it all towards that second debt, and so on and so forth, like a snowball gathering steam. So that's what the debt snowball is. Guys, do me a favor, when you get done with this video, check out this video right here where I walk through what the debt snowball actually looks like on a spreadsheet. Now, I said stick around for steps number 5 and 6 because 5 and 6 are crucial and they're arguably the most important. Step number 5 is I had to execute the plan with consistency, with discipline, with persistence, with focus, with stick-to-itness, if that's a word, right? But I had to visit that debt snowball regularly. Every single time I got paid, every single time I visited my budget, I looked at the debt snowball as well, kept it at the front of my mind. I had to regularly see how I was doing, check my progress, make sure I was doing the right steps to actually reach where I want to go. I was following the plan, right? I had to make sure I lived a life of discipline and intentionality with all of my money, doing things on purpose. I couldn't just think about the plan and write the plan. I had to follow the plan. So number 5 here is execution, doing the work to make the plan come to life. Now, number 6 is this. The 6th step that I used to help me get out of debt and reach financial freedom is I had to find a way to increase my income while reducing my expenses. Why? Well, because I wanted this thing to go a little bit faster. So I wanted to add money to that cushion every single month so the cushion was bigger and I got out of debt faster. And I really wish it could have went a whole lot faster, right? But it eventually worked out. I would use money from side hustles, side gigs to add to the debt snowball to pay it off faster. Like, guys, I can remember when my cushion was only $200 a month. By the end of the debt snowball, my cushion was more than $2,500 per month. See, every time we got raises, we didn't increase our expenses. We kept our expenses virtually the same, although we had inflation, obviously, but we kept the expenses about the same, and we kept that cushion getting bigger and bigger over the years, and ultimately we were lobbing $2,500 or more at that debt every single month. And I tried my best to bring in more money and keep our expenses down at the same time. That was super duper important, because it expedited and made that thing go faster. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 6 steps that I used to help us get out of debt. Trust me though, it was a group effort, right? It was a family thing. It was us pulling together and making it happen for the household. Now, I hope this video gave you some type of inspiration, some type of encouragement to say that, hey, you can get out of debt and you can reach debt freedom as well, just like me. So hey guys, if you got any value at all out of this quick video, do me a small favor and please smash that like button for me. And share this video with someone who you know needs to hear this information about steps that are gonna help them to get out of debt, right? Maybe they're looking for a plan, or maybe they're looking for some inspiration. Please share this video with them. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. Don't forget to drop that comment below. Let me know your take on debt and whether or not being debt-free is possible right now. Guys, I offer one-on-one financial mentoring and coaching. If you're looking to grow your current income by adding additional streams of income, or you simply want to maximize your current income and get the most you can out of your money right now, or if you simply just want to become a better manager over your money, a better steward over your current personal finances, I may be a good fit for you. You'll find a link to my one-on-one personal financial mentoring and coaching below, along with a link to my schedule. Please feel free to reach out to me, guys. Hey, the best person to take care of the old you is the young you. Take care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.